So y'all making a video, man, on V2K20, y'all. V2K20 season 2, episode 23. Let's get right to it, y'all. It's lit, boy. Blazers, y'all, bro, be taking tough shots. So let's get right into it, y'all. So, hey, y'all, bro, we about to get purple because we had on yellow in that last game against Utah Jazz. So yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? They about to get blood. We about to get purple. Episode 20, y'all. They make episodes every Friday. You know what I'm. They made episode 20, y'all. They make episodes every Friday, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Trailblazers in Portland. For the Trailblazers, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings in Sacramento. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And we'll see...
Lakers versus Trailblazers. Let's do it.
And the Lakers all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival.
We're on the 22 game winning streak, y'all. We about to be on the 23 game winning streak, bro. Hey, y'all, this is my career, bro.
Express. Now it's sent it down to David Aldridge, standing by. Well, he can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Portland. Just need to take it.
Tip y'all sleep.
And right now,
he delivers that with
I can't believe it. I cannot.
Got through with the Crows.
Wow, we are going to remember that for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Hey guys, it's clear though. He enjoys showing off his athleticism.
And the D can't give you opportunities.
Lillard outside. That one for And tonight, two experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you would
that's with the Crows.
You were just entering the NBA.
Oh, dope.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's how to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things, it's not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. All 3 off the mark. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. 4-point game.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. From 12 feet out, again the miss by the Trailblazers. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Kings.
What the heck, bro?
3-pointer. The shot misses, and the Lakers
slow start for the bird.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but the shots been a little bit
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Jay gets the whistle.
He's always fouling.
That is his first foul of the game.
What?
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
I can't finish a 1 hour live stream video because.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that
bro.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster.
Boy, boy.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 4% so far to start out the game. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Offline with his 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month.
Smooth.
When he gets dialed in from deep, like he has been, he can just take over with his shooting. It opens up looks inside and outside for everyone else, and it all happens because there's just no easy answer to deal with a hot shooter. Fantastic performance from him.
Now the Lakers on the break. Jumps up. And
he dunked on boy.
Authority.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Trailblazers trail by 10.
How come I still don't got my takeover, bro?
Lillard outside.
He take
no good from outside.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
With the Michael Jordan, boy.
And he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And they have
my takeover, y'all. So I made a double team
and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you're trying to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's
been
excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the game. Total control so far.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the development of Damian Lillard helping propel this Blazers team to the top of the West.
Yeah, that's why they call him Logo Lillard. And he's only extending his range. I mean, another playoff dagger in his resume. Finishing off OKC and then waving goodbye. Dame time is right now.
Hey, that's the defense.
Tolliver the pass to Whiteside. 3-pointer, Lillard. A rebound by the Lakers. Put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Well, staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Here's McCollum. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. And they get it. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 5.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Down by 15. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Lillard, he just fills out the defense. He doesn't rush it. When they play off of him, he torches them. When they crowd him, he'll pull off the J. When they get too close, he'll drive.
Lillard comes with the double team. Here's Smooth.
That's my shot.
By Lillard. Good on the bucket. That's now 22 points for Smooth.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Pass to Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. Hazonia kicks to Lillard.
It's defense.
And you know what? He's just not on his game.
Their
deficit
is
but he has not been an asset for his team. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. It's up a 3, and James pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Smooth. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
They are on fire, just in a...
Again, missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And for Portland, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. To end the run, and the basket by McCollum.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Here's Smooth, covered by Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow.
I didn't want to take that. No. Didn't get on my nerves.
The tray.
You take the toe shots this quarter.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Tries from 16. That one good for 2. 31 points for Smooth.
I'm gonna take over again, yo.
Even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here, taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
No, he not.
And that one is stuffed right through.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Trailblazers trail by 21. Cullen passes to Lillard.
Okay, boy, I'm playing some good defense.
Here's Jay. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And here is Hezonja. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento. It's stolen by Prez. Here's Smooth. Finishes the break. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Lillard outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 13.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger. One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. With the game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
The dish now to McCollum. Hezonja kicks to McCollum. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Right side, no good. Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes
got his ankles.
Some incredibly tough shot.
I got his ankles, bro. Let's go with the Jordan cradle slam, boy.
Lillard is always a threat.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And he finally takes it down for the finish.
You can mention the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. McCollum passes to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Smooth. Banked in off the glass. Smooth's got 41.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight
points in the paint.
Lillard fires away from the outside.
No trash.
Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and there's the takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
and their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Passes to Hezonja. Lillard with it to stop the run. Count that bucket. 15 points in the game.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game?
The horse swim, boy.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Converting 3-point players, getting the 3 points to old fashioned way, boy.
All season from the free throw line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Outside Hood. Over James.
Ooh, Stephen Curry, boy.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight, and he makes the first.
I missed one shot, bro.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury.
Yeah, that's some good defense.
It's stolen by Prez.
You playing some good defense out here.
And again.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in a season.
Yep, historically dominant GA. He's put them on his back all season long.
And
Wilt Chamberlain
playing some good defense, bro.
1,029 points back in 1962. A whole different era, to be sure, but to surpass that now would be almost inconceivable. Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Get that older boy. You block the old green release too, boy. I bet you mad. Mad.
Kuzma
mad.
Outside.
I don't care, get mad.
And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard looking around. Will it go?
That man taking tough shots.
And it's Lillard missing.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be aired.
With the hard swing, boy.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Look, the jumper of Lillard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
Here's Smooth. He got it again. Boy. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture. And Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love.
I always notice the fans that support us and make
the game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity.
Let's go, bro. Good defense.
Taking a look at the Lakers. The two megastars are the... And good! There's another.
That bucket does it. He's tied the top spot for points in a season.
Well, to call him a force in offense wouldn't do him justice. This has been a season for the ages.
He's climbed the rankings all season, and now he shares a spot at the top. 4,029 points. I still can't believe it. Never thought we'd see Wilt Chamberlain's 62 mark matched, but today is the day.
And so here's Portland. Here's Smooth. Good, that's another bucket.
A day has come that I thought we'd never see. He has done the impossible.
A new record for points in a season. Incredible.
He has broken Wilt Chamberlain's historic mark from 1962.
Yep.
It's been decades
Yep.
until
Yep.
now. And with the season he's been having,
Let's go, bro.
to see it.
That's what I do. I score most of the points. I'm too good.
Well, you just have to be in awe of his scoring abilities. I mean, no one's ever made it look easier, especially over an entire season.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jay's checked in for James.
This man's shooting 36%, bro.
Kuzma. And Prez is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Got that one up quick.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Gasol. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That is his first
That's
foul
my
of the
first
game.
foul, so I'm good.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Hood kicks it to Bazemore. The pass to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside.
Brick City.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
Let's
That's going to
go,
be
bro.
over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And the shot goes in. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two, playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing on 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height.
Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. That one wide left. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14. Oh, that was an impressive pass. Woo.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. For Los Angeles, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip in.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the 3, not one of them. Ain't working. That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Here's Hood. Gasol kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Lillard
oh, he's trash.
Yeah, and that three-point shot.
Wow!
Nice.
The hard swing, boy.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And it's good, 2 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
He kicks to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Lillard misses. The Lakers controlling the game. Here's Smooth. And good. He hits it again. And there it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Lillard, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 29 in the game.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second.
Look at that.
Hard swing, boy. The hard swing, boy.
Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? It's blocked.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Look at his face.
Pass to Gasol. Lillard dishes to Hood. Gasol passes to Hood. 6 to shoot. Bazemore for 3. Sinks the triple. Bazemore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Perfect release,
no awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammate.
No.
Collins with.
Look at this.
Some nice D.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
I missed 5 shots.
Now here's Bazemore. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Hood, the pass to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Bazemore, no one around him. And it's good, assisting on the play with
100 points.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense.
Oh, got his ankles again, bro.
Here's Smooth. Second shot opportunity. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Portland. For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The first one falls. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees is always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have growing pains when you have younger guys and understand the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more.
I'm not gonna keep missing my shots. It's not gonna happen.
We make a decision on
boy, that's not gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, boy?
like that. Just a little more research.
Pass to Bazemore. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Whoa.
Bazemore's got his third bucket of the night.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
And another one falls.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's McCollum. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Right side trying to break free. McCollum, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game from mid-range. You could argue he's the best, flat out.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting two.
Throw good, McCollum. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And he gets the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bazemore with it. 9 points in the game so far. Tipped away.
That's the defense.
There's the lob to the...
Get a great look.
Portland with the ball. Now McCollum takes the 3. Gets the 3.
Bro, this dude steady knocking down threes, bro.
Pointer to fall. Bazemore's got 12 now in this quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come from him.
Count it.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Tolliver. Back to McCollum. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
You know what? I don't care, bro. Dang. I really don't care.
And McCollum with the slam.
Even though he's 6'3", McCollum is still capable of dunking. You can't forget about his athleticism.
And it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jay. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smooth. And the Lakers call time here.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yes, yeah, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, boy.
The Lakers making a switch here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Jay comes in for James. James checked in for Kobe. And Smooth subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And here's McCollum. 7 points in the game.
Yeah.
There's the pass to Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. Bazemore for 3. Rebound the Lakers. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Watching
the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Here's Smooth, and the layup falls.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Whiteside. Now Hezonja. Bazemore for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bazemore's got 15. Here's Smooth.
Splash. I'm making splash.
He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5 of their last 5 shots of the period. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backcourt. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling.
They shooting 87% as a team, bro.
Over the place.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Third quarter act.
How many steals I got, bro? I got 6 steals. I thought I had... Oh. Damn, I got 34 dunks.
Getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony Tolliver. And it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward.
Alright, you know what?
Shooting around.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. But I know I'm not going to have no slow start in this quarter.
Passes it to Lillard.
I'm not having no slow start in this quarter. I'm not playing, bro.
Tolliver with the bucket. Tolliver's got his first bucket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
Get that boy. His face.
Lillard outside.
Nope.
But they recover it. Whiteside. And Davis.
Get over there, boy. That's some good
He's got that
defense.
huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If
Where's
Davis
the
is
foul?
within shooting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim.
Yo, I'm not having no slow start. I'm not.
Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lasagna's shot is off.
I'm not playing,
Lakers have
bro.
gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
They've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story.
I missed 10 shots, bro.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and
I'm leading in the All-Star voting, boy.
All turns out.
And you look at Lillard. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
It is. It's gonna be a great All-Star weekend, boy.
Hezonja on the wing.
Can't wait.
Beyond the arc. Lillard misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Smooth.
Yo, if I don't hit.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
Bro.
It's only a matter of time until his 3-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes.
Oh, my nerves.
Nothing so far here in the second.
And Whiteside sends it back. Lillard outside.
I can't, bro.
For 3. Connects from 3-point range. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd.
I don't know, you
taken away,
bro. You're not playing with
and
me,
it's the
bro.
Lakers on the break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy ball.
Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 38 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from
The Jordan Curry
They aren't
boy.
just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Pass to Hezonja. Kicks to McCollum. Lillard, right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Smooth, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And a one-hand slam just looks pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Hold on, bro.
He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Lillard, and he's got 41. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Inside. And the layup is good after an
Bro,
pass.
block that.
He's got 43
Please.
points.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
McCollum, left side. And another steal for him.
Boy.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
With the
You're right.
reverse,
Absolute
winning,
best on the
boy.
defensive end.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys,
Really with that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good
That might
measure.
take over again. Y'all see, I know the double team coming again.
Back to Hezonja. He tries for three.
It's not Stephen Curry.
And
Leaning
no
like
good that time.
Trash,
Lakers have gone better than
ugly dude.
53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Trains the three-pointer.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Here's Lillard, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Lillard's got 45 points. Smooth passes to James. Down low, here's Jay. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Whiteside kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep.
It's not Stephen Curry, boy.
A
Leaning
shot
like
missing.
that.
And the Lakers going the other way now.
I'm Stephen
And
Curry.
pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And, yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
No, boy.
And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Big night for him. Most points in the game, and they just cannot
We
figure
had
out
to
a way
stop him.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He dishes it to McCollum. Over Prince. And that one hits back iron. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 18-7 run.
No!
They get it again. Chalk up 2 there.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling.
I should never switch that up, bro. But at least I got it back, though.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Pau Gasol has checked in for Whiteside. Collins comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Hezonja. Rodney Hood subbed in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. LeBron comes in for Jay. Kobe's checked in for Smooth. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Prez.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Jay comes in for LeBron. Prez is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Smooth subbed in for Kobe. The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a good defense. It's a jump ball.
Tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Come on, Perez, get it, bro.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Hood.
They missed.
Called in by
Yo,
Los Angeles.
he missed. Yo, I'm out.
Stopping with
the hard screen, boy.
Did you see that? Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around.
With the Silk Alley, boy. With the Silk Alley, boy.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
Well, you know, Greg, this is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Oh, bro, wait.
Now,
wait, hold on, bro.
Timeout called by Portland.
Last season, Kevin, the Blazers making the conference finals for the first time in almost 2 decades. Many didn't think they'd make it out the first round after the injury to their center, Yusuf Nurkic.
And the Lakers making a change here. Wade's checked in. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the board. Anthony Davis, number 1.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Timeout called the Lakers. See Webb Nurkic with that nasty leg injury in late March. That's the second time in 3 seasons that he suffered an injury right before the playoffs.
Oh, Kevin, that injury was so gruesome, and it happened in the midst of his best season so far. I mean, he was becoming that third-star caliber player that they needed, and they're hoping this time they'll hit the playoffs.
This is the defense.
Smooth checked in for Dwayne Wade. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight, and that one drops.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him, get that lead even bigger.
Hood dishes to Gasol. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him.
Hey, that's the defense.
And just miss after miss right now. LA's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bazemore for 3. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field.
Boy, you can just see the frustration
growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Yeah, it's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Collins. Yes, that goes in. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that Tim Pavel right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And the pass to McCollum. Takes the 13-footer. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
And a wide open look for Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Smooth.
Splash.
Got it.
I'll make you splash.
He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's McCollum. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over.
Here's Smooth.
With the reverse.
An avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Got my takeover again, y'all. Y'all know the double team coming in.
Now here's Hood. Tight defense on him. Outside for Gasol. A 3-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Cullen passes to Gasol. Loose. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Portland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis, and James subbed in for Jay.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part. Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
McCollum with the ball. 11 points in the game. Unhindered, going all the way.
360, boy.
Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the
Bro,
opposition.
stop rushing. That's what happened. We rushing.
Here's
we
Smooth.
rush.
Another one
The hard
goes.
swing, boy.
Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Lakers. The 4 and 5 for the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Green out there with Smooth. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 side. Collins, good.
I like how attacking Collins is. I mean, you get him the ball in a good spot, he's not going to disappoint.
Here's Smooth.
You dunked on, boy.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance scores at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back
That's
on that.
my
Medical
shot, boy.
information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're in the combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Count it. Smooth's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded closely. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Shea comes in for James. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Prez is subbed in for Danny Green. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Smooth. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. 3-pointer Lillard. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Smooth. Again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's Stephen Curry.
Confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
For Portland,
that's that Stephen Curry ring.
From the field to start the 4th quarter. And it's denied.
Man, you think I'll kill, bro? I never care. I don't care at all.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The wide open shot by Little. Portland, no good that time either. Here's the Lakers with the ball. 11 unanswered points for them.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Another steal.
Bro, get off me. I'm gonna punch you, bro.
Here's Smooth. Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal.
Converting 3-point play, getting the 3 points.
After the Blazers got swept in the first round in 2018, they needed to blow it up. Instead, they stayed with it
52 wins,
No,
3 seed
boy.
in the West.
Yeah, they just have the patience to keep building, adding pieces, and
Slush.
developing.
No,
This team is going in the right direction.
Good on the shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
On my takeover again, y'all see I'm in the double team coming in.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
LA.
His face ugly. He got 48 points. He trash.
Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Still trash. Damian Lillard.
Here's Smooth again, Los Angeles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divac or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Owens, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game. And that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence. But I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Labissiere, the pass to Trent. Here's Lillard. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is.
That's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got rebounds in the game, getting it done. And he gets it to go.
Connection.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Here's Trent. Over to the wing. The 3. It's good from long range.
Timeout.
Lillard's got 53.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there. Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee. Just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid or Porzingis. And we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives you room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Anthony Davis. Howard comes in for Jay. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. Here's Smooth. And Labissiere sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissiere leaping up for the forceful rejection.
Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Here's Smooth. Boom, he jams it straight down.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And for Portland, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And the basket is good. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
That's not a foul, bro.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul.
Yo, I'm about to get the 200 points.
So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
How many dunks I got? I got 57 dunks. I'm about to get 60 dunks.
Here's Lillard. He kicks it to Labissiere.
Well, nah.
Trent passes to Lillard. Drains it from 17 feet out. Lillard's got 57 points.
Yeah, Kevin, such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Timeout called the Lakers. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership. And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
I hate
right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. On defense, the Lakers. Up and in. Points.
He is just self-willed this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Watch this, bro.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Yeah, no. Y'all not gonna get 100 points.
Passes a little. Just 4 to shoot.
Yeah.
It's the
the
ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And Portland making a change here. Gasol's checked in.
1.8 left.
Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
Here's Lillard.
Let's go, bro.
On the quick three.
Got my tickle
that is
again, y'all.
fantastic.
See, y'all need a double T coming
one of
in.
the best three-point shooters.
Another bucket.
Oh, that's a 2-point.
He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points in a game.
Nobody can deny that this is one of the greatest individual efforts, GA, we've seen, not just in basketball, but
look, you got the 100 points.
Dominance.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor?
I'm a splash.
And again.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable. Here's Lillard. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. From deep.
Splash in your face. That Stephen Curry range.
The integrity of their offense tonight by moving
I got
and
the
cutting
Stephen
and
Curry
scoring every
range.
time they've needed him to.
Three-pointer Lillard.
They can't get to 103 points.
Prez has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards.
Splash.
Good on the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Labissiere.
They not gonna get to 103 points.
See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process.
And getting better pro-level training too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing about it.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for Davis. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Jay. That's Bryant in for James. Some changes for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Howard. Jay comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And James subbed in for Bryant. Little kicks to Gasol. Shot clock at 6.
It can't get to 103
points. Its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Perfect release, my God.
Lillard outside.
They can't get to 103 points. Like, look at this.
Looking to end the run.
That's a good defense.
The shot comes out, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Smooth. And a 10 for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
Bro, look at that. Like, look how many points I got. I got 219 points. Yo, that's some cheese.
Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least
they can't get to 103 points.
That's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. And I got a chance to play
another
Detroit.
3-pointer.
The best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know.
Yo, I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking.
I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for it.
Oh,
my goodness.
Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow. He's a brave man. You're risking.
How many dunks I got, bro? 60 dunks.
Life and limb.
Trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up, though, right? Letting it all go.
Yeah, and that's devastating to the defense, Kevin. He flat out owned them there.
Gasol finds Lillard.
Hey, that's a good defense.
It's called in by Los Angeles. Smooth's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down,
it's I'm cooking those.
Just a
I'm cooking.
Mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
Man, I don't care, bro.
It was a team performing to its fullest capability.
They can't get to 103 points.
A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
You can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead.
Yo, I want to get to 230 points.
The mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was.
Oh, dude, I got you down.
It's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win. There's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
Slush.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot.
I'm going to put it on the show for these
That will be foul number 5 on him. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Still trying to apply the finishing touches. That's what they'll be talking about.
They can't get to 103 points. Bro, why you didn't?
66 points for Damian
Lillard. Oh, I forgot. They did pass the 103.
His consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Slush, that's a contested, bro.
Hey, guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just
They
keep
can't
piling
get the
up, and
109
the threes
points.
keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Here's Smooth.
Splash at the buzzer.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd would...
Yo, I cannot believe it, bro. 233 points, bro. Wow.
Stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and
247 to 106 is the final score.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
Let's start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Boy.
Okay, I found something. I found something.
247 to 106 is the final score. Bro. With strawberry.
Fire and flame. Monday or Tuesday?
Look, strawberry.
Ow, stop touching me, boy!
Alright. Alright, I got that much VC. If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the channel, bro. Turn on that post notification so you never miss an upload. Go follow me on PS4 at Antonio12593. Peace out, love y'all. I'll see y'all in my next video.